But it's already trading higher, so now we have to yeah, and we're not going to get this one. Let's go back to our DXD. DXD here it was traded up over 70. Wow, now it's trading back down. Now we want to go ahead and take a look at taking that position again. I jump in and out of these same positions quite frequently based on the Dow and the market internals, because even in a bear market you get rallies. So what we want to do is take a look at the market internals. Market internals look like the market will retrace here, 359, 358. That'll hurt our DXD. We just wait for the extremes, 354, 356. We want to see these extremes. If we can't see the extremes, then we don't trade. 355. I mean, for the market to come back, let me just show you these internals here. For the market to come back from these extreme oversold levels, you can see how extreme this oversold level is. On both the top are the number of issues declining. I mean, we are at minus 2,666. The volume continues to drop lower and lower, and we are at a minus 678. That means for every the volume on the downside is 7 times more than the volume on the upside. That is extreme. You're always better off going with the trend. Trading the short side in the direction of the trend. Once in a while, though, you can get pretty violent. You can get pretty violent reactions in anti-movement trends here. Now we're at 348. We're going to get an extreme on the DXD. And 69.51 looks like an attractive entry point. Ah, missed it. All right, come on. Come back down. Now it's starting to trade up. Let's see if it goes back down to 69.51. Come on, baby. Yeah, we're going in there. I got it at 66. Get ready to go ahead and sell the position. Market internals look good. Let's see if we can retrace it back up to 70 here. Volume continues to decline. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we're back up to 72, 72. We got in at 66, which was pretty close to an extreme price. We didn't get that 69.50 like I wanted. That's okay. 69.76. Let's see, I want to take out 400 rather than my entire lot here. And just catch a little profit off of that. And close out the rest. Let's see how the market internals look. I always like to close out the majority of my position for at least some profit. And it doesn't look good. Looks like we might get a counter rally here. We're down 361, 354. I'm out. Load up our guns. Take it to another extreme. When you're dealing with, $5 commissions, you can trade pretty actively here. Let's see if we get another entry point. If we trade down to 69.50 again, we may be a very attractive entry point again. But the internals look pretty good on the upside. Let's see what DDM is doing. Let's see where we are for the day. We're up $254 for the day so far. Not too shabby, but the market's just not moving that much. We've had a couple of big spikes, but when you're dealing with pennies here on your trades, we're getting a nice spike up. The market's coming back pretty strong, 337. That's why I got out of that DXD position. We may have an opportunity to get back into that pretty soon, because we want to trade. There's my DXD I'm watching on the other screen. We're also looking at these market internals. The market internals continue to look bad. So let's go back over here to DXD, because I don't think this counter rally is going to last very long. So we want to go see if we can't get back in here on an extreme bar. Ooh, 69.33. Get some extreme here. 32, 31. I gotta wait for the market internals to tell me when exactly I should be getting in, because we're gonna see this counter rally continue. $69.43. It's trading higher again. I just don't like sitting through these downdrafts. So I could have gotten in at 69.50, but you can see it traded all the way down here to 69.30. Now it's trading back up again. We're at 342 on the Dow. So I keep an eye on that. 341, we're still rallying. 340, we're coming back. Wow, 338, wow. So that should hit it. That should bring it back down. But it looks like people are buying the DXD here because they think I actually think the market's heading lower. I don't know why they would think that. We're only down 345 points. So, it looks like we're going lower, that's for sure. I may have missed my entry point on this one, but we'll give it another second, huh? Let's take a quick checkup of the Dow Industrials. Let's see how they look on an intraday basis here before we take another trade. Take a longer term view. We are hitting right up against the support level that I had identified earlier. That is a support level that goes back quite a ways. That's a support level that goes back to here, which was back in 06? Yeah, July 24th of 2006. That was, July 17th actually. So we are hitting right up against there, and there is a potential here for the market to turn around. That's why it's always probably a good idea to pay attention to the counter trends, because if you get a good counter trend here, and you can hit the bottom, you might be able to make some money. This could be a potential bottom where the market turns around here. I wouldn't discount it at this point. I may end up trading this extreme here on the DDM. If this holds, we could get a nice little rally here going.